WCW has finally arrived here in the land of the rising sun. And in collaboration with New Japan Pro Wrestling, we are about to witness the Japan Super Show. And here we go. We are kicking it off with some styling and profiling by the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Ric Flair is here in his continued quest to prove that he is still the man in the world of professional wrestling. Some will say that Ric Flair has been off his rocker. He has been obsessing over proving himself over what he calls the new generation stars, or quote-unquote indie stars, guys who are not on his level. And that's why he's here tonight for a special challenge. He doesn't care who he's in a fight, and he better be careful, because we saw several weeks ago what happened to the Nature Boy on WCW Nitro when he had his last open challenge, if you will. Let's take a look at that. And here we go, Ric Flair. Finn Balor got lucky. I am still the Nature Boy. Woo! I'm still better than any of these new flash in the pan indie stars. I will allow any of you peasants to challenge the greatest of all time right now. Woo! Wow, Ric Flair. He's not challenging. He says he's allowing anybody to come challenge him with these new quote-unquote indie stars. Ric Flair. Oh my God. Be careful what you wish for, Ricky. Joe is bringing it to Flair. I don't think Flair was ready for this. Look at that. Oh man. Vintage Samoa Joe. I don't think Ric Flair was ready for Samoa Joe. Joe has come out and blitzed the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Joe measuring Flair here. Is he gonna? Yes! Yes, there it is, the Coquina clutch! There it is! Is Ric Flair? Ric Flair taps! Did he tap out? Oh my God! And as you saw, that did not end, and Flair hoping that tonight ends a little better for him. Oh my, what is this? Oh, we are getting a special treat here. Here he is, it's Japan's own King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh man, Ric Flair thought it was bad. He called out Samoa Joe. He has come here to Japan and is now being challenged by the King of Strong Style. I hope the Nature Boy is ready. Not just physically, we know what Ric Flair can do with that ring, but I'm talking about mentally. Is he ready for the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura? Unbelievable. What a way to kick off the Japan Super Show. After weeks of anticipation, man, we are here. And I am pumped. Man, this is going to be awesome. Shinsuke Nakamura, man, the youngest man ever here, the youngest wrestler ever here in New Japan to win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship of the world. He's a 3-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, 5-time IWGP Intercontinental Champion, also a Tag Team Champion. He won the 2011 G1 Climax, the premier tournament here in Japan, and also the New Japan Cup back in 2014. Shinsuke Nakamura has done it all here in Japan, except face that man, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who many would call the greatest wrestler of all time, even though he's been a A little off his rocker and off his game lately and still trying to hold on to that spot. This is unbelievable, man. Shinsuke is rocking this crowd early here in Japan. Ric Flair, no stranger to Japan, though, man. The 21 time as he claims himself to be World Heavyweight Champion. Somewhere between the 16 to 25 range in some accounts for Ric Flair's world titles. Probably the most ever. But he is no stranger, man. Back in 1983 at the Japan Super Show, he fought that great Kabuki. And then who will forget 1991, the controversy with Tatsumi Fujinami in that unification match. And then their rematch at Super Brawl that same year. So Ric Flair, no stranger to Japan here. This is going to be a massive match here, man. I can't wait. Unbelievable. Let me take my customary sip of water here. I guess stay hydrated here. I'm already losing my mind. What a way to start this off, man. Shinsuke Nakamura and Ric Flair. Holy crap. Unbelievable. There's Shinsuke, and he's playing mind games with Ric Flair, man. And I would say usually that wouldn't work against the Nature Boy, but the way he's been lately, again, quote-unquote, off his rockers, many have said. Many close to him saying he is obsessed. He is obsessed. We're proving he's still the man and getting rid of these younger guys, this new generation. I go, whoa, look at that, and Ric Flair gets a big kick from the King of Strong Style for his wooing. A little too early to be wooing there, Flair. He trying to go outside, play his mind games. And Shinsuke now. Man, says, welcome to Japan, Rick. I got a knee right for your face. Hard, stiff knees. Vintage Shinsuke Nakamura here early on the outside. And Shinsuke, look at that powerbomb on the floor. Ric Flair is hurt. Ric Flair's hurt here early on, but Flair turns it around. The savvy Nature Boy, and there's a kick of his own. And Flair saying it's over. Are you kidding me? Look at that knee right to the face, and Flair with a page out of Nakamura's playbook here with the knee, and he goes for the early cover. No. Flair here, small package. One, a little too early here. Two. What? Whoa, 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 what the hell? Ric Flair has won this thing. I'm in shock. What the? Let's take a look at that replay again, man. How did Shinsuke not? Uh-oh. His hand is underneath the rope. His hand is not touching, but it's underneath the rope, and Shinsuke is pissed. Shinsuke knows, man. He had that hand under the rope. That's why he didn't kick out. And he's telling the official, Ric Flair, though, celebrating his victory here. We got to take another look at this. The referee's signaling for the replay. Referee's signaling for the replay here. The music is off. What's going on here? Is this going to stand? Let's take a closer look, man. Here we go. There you see it. There you see it. Shinsuke Nakamura's hand right underneath that rope. Right underneath the rope, and the referee has made a decision to restart this match. Oh, man, I don't know about that. That was close. That was close. It looked like he had it under the ropes, but, I mean, I can see it either way, and Ric Flair here pissed off. And Flair going for his vintage chops here now. Flair tasted victory, man. That must have felt good, and it was ripped out of him. Ripped out of his hands. The taste, sweet taste of victory that he's been looking for against these stars. And look at this. Shinsuke. Oh, there's vintage Shinsuke Nakamura. Could he be finishing off the Nature Boy already? Unbelievable. The referee making a judgment call. And here in Japan, Ric Flair, he could call some bias, and look at Flair falling straight on his face. I cannot believe it, man. What a wild start here to Japan Super Show. We thought Flair had it. And this is, I guess, the rematch. No, this match is restarted by the official. I don't even know what to say, man. From one angle, clearly looked like it was under the rope, but then I don't know if it was touching that white area where the rope is. So I don't know. I mean, the referee saw it. He thought he saw his hand on the rope, and it looks like he did. He restarted the match, man. And here we are. Let's focus on this then. Ric Flair here, gut wrench suplex, and a beauty by the Nature Boy. Ric Flair looking good early on here against Shinsuke Nakamura. And as usual, as I say that, the pendulum swings the other way. And Nakamura now going for a big time kick there, but Flair gets out, might have saved his life. Those vicious kicks, and look at that vicious knee. Vicious strikes, but Flair, the crafty veteran Ric Flair with a beautiful twister of the knee. Shinsuke reverses it right back with a nice fireman's carry. We know Ric Flair's going to work on those on the knee. Ric Flair wants to put that figure 4 on Shinsuke Nakamura. Here we go. There we go, snapping the leg. Twice already he's went after the leg, and Ric Flair. Here he goes again, now driving the knee. And man, this does two things very, very smart by Ric Flair. Not only does it set him up for a figure 4, but it takes away the knees and the ability to strike, or the strength of those strikes, if you will, from Shinsuke Nakamura by working on the legs. So Ric Flair with tremendous strategy here early on, and we see Shinsuke is a little out of it here now, and Ric Flair measuring the King of Strong Style here, and a big knee to the face, vintage Nature Boy. Flair goes for the cover here. Can he have him? Big knee to the face too, and Ric Flair's not. Oh my God, Ric Flair does not wait for the 3 count. He points the finger at him. That's the obsession that I'm talking about, and that could cost him. But here we go, Ric Flair. That's why he wants to win with this patented figure 4. Shinsuke's got a tap. Flair working on the eggs early on here, and he has got him in the figure 4. This is it, man. Oh, look at that. Big time slap there to finally release, but you see the damage been done to the legs of Shinsuke Nakamura. And if Ric Flair can slap that on one more time, we might see the end of Shinsuke here in Japan. Referee goes for a cover? No. Sorry, referee goes for a count. It's still early, man. Let me get warmed up here. Shinsuke, nice throw there by Shinsuke Nakamura. And Flair with the reversal. And Nature double underhook. Oh, nice reversal there into an arm drag by Shinsuke Nakamura. That'll turn things around now. Shinsuke grounding the Nature Boy. What a fight here to start WCW Japan Super Show. Thanks to New Japan for collaborating. And look at that, is breaking his arm. We know about those 2 big matches between champion versus champions. Macho Man versus Omega. Uh-oh. Look at this. Oh, there he goes. Shinsuke Nakamura. Can he put an end to the Nature Boy? I'll say, man, and then we got Okada and Stone Cold. We thought those were the only 2 collaborative matches. But look at this. We got another WCW versus New Japan right here. Oh, man, and again, he goes to break his arm. I thought he was going to go for that Kinshasa. But he's softening up the Nature Boy a little bit more here. He knows the toughness of Ric Flair. And look at this, though. He kicks him out of nowhere. There it is. Big time Kinshasa by Shinsuke Nakamura. Flair is out. Thank you for coming to Japan, Mr. Flair. It's over. Shinsuke Nakamura took the early beating there at the hands of Flair, working on the leg, escaped the figure 4. And Shinsuke Nakamura, big time Kinshasa right to the face of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Oh, what is this going to do to Ric Flair? What does the future hold now for the Nature Boy? He's lost to Balor. He lost to Joe in record time. Got choked out, and now he got knee to the face. Kinshasa, and he's out here in Japan in this huge event. Wow. Nature Boy Ric Flair, man, falling once again. The legendary career of Ric Flair could be in jeopardy, man. If he continues to lose his mind, he might end up in a loony bin somewhere. Man, but props to Shinsuke Nakamura. What a way to electrify his home crowd here in Japan. Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style. Hello? Have the Japanese gods turned the lights off on us? Oh, there we are. And we are back here. The action continues with our first title match of the night. WCW Women's Championship. Paige defends against this woman, Alundra Blaze. Blaze Medusa, whatever you want to call her. One of the most accomplished and gifted women in the history of pro wrestling, man. And she is no stranger either to Japan here. All the Japan ties that we're having, man, with Ric Flair and his moments. What about Alundra Blaze? She was the first foreign wrestler to sign a contract with All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling. And she was named the Rookie, the first woman to ever be named Rookie of the Year by Pro Wrestling Illustrated. She's had some great battles here in Japan and in WCW. And she is the clear-cut #1 contender. And here comes the champion. The WCW Women's Champion, Paige. First women's champion here. Won that fatal 4-way to become the champion at our last pay-per-view Slammiversary, become the first ever WCW Women's Champion again here at the Best Damn Universe mode. And she's looking to showcase herself here internationally in Japan. Man, what a moment, man. What an event. What an event this is. What a way to kick it off it was with Shinsuke versus the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Again, I'll say it, I don't know what the future will hold for the Nature Boy, but we know what the future holds for this young lady. She is very, very young, very talented, and she could be on top for a long time if she can get through Alundra Blaze tonight, because Alundra Blaze has all the skills, experience, savviness to be able to take out the champ tonight. Very interesting match here, and that's what it's all about. There's the gold. That's what brings you the money, man. The prestige, the honor. Honor's very big here in Japan. And that's what we'll be fighting for later on. This is for the championship. But when we get to the WCW U.S. and World Champions, they're going to be battling the IWGP U.S. and World Champions. And that's going to be all for honor, for prestige. It is not title for title. But it is going to be for the honor and prestige, not only of themselves, but the weight of the company. Falling behind those men, man. A lot of pressure. And a lot of pressure here for this young lady here. Big time event, big time match. For her early on in her career here as WCW Women's Champion. Here we go. Let's get it on, man. Alundra Blaze starting off here with one of her vintage suplexes here by Alundra Blaze. And oh, nice chop there by the challenger. And she's got the early control here of the champion in a big-time vertical suplex. Alundra Blaze going to the top rope. She doesn't do this very often, but she can fly. Very athletic, and oh man, but she misses. Big time miss, and Paige now going to the top. Paige, let me show you how it's done, Alundra. Let me show you how it's done. No, she gets caught. There it is, the in-ring experience. The savviness by Alundra Blaze catches her with a big-time backbreaker. That'll swing the pendulum right over to her, but very wisely there. Wise beyond her years. Paige rolling out. Remember, this girl's been wrestling. I think she was like 13 with her mom. They started in the UK. I mean, so even though she is very young, Paige, she is you can say she's a veteran as well. Has the youth, but has the experience on her side. That's what makes her very dangerous. And Paige here. You can see the rage coming from her, man. She gets pumped up. She gets that rage. That calculated chaos. And Paige now in control of her challengers. And look at this, taking a Paige, no pun intended, out of Alundra Blaze. A tongue twister there. Oh, nice fisherman suplex there. No. Again, an early kick up by Alundra Blaze. Too early. Too early for those pinfalls from Paige. But it's sending a message to the challenger. And Paige here. What is this? Oh, man. Nice neck breaker off the ropes and Alundra. And there we go. This is her house. She is screaming, kind of like in those videos. Never mind. Let's stick to the action. Oh, look at that challenger coming back. Beautiful kicks there. Beautiful back kick. And into a powerbomb off the turnbuckle. And Alundra Blaze, well, she's going to the second rope now. Into that middle turnbuckle. She misses again. Alundra Blaze, man, two uncharacteristic mistakes here by Alundra Blaze. Both of them trying to high-risk maneuver, not from the top or the second rope. She could hit neither one. She escapes that early submission hold there by Paige. And Paige now goes right back to another submission hold. This is a sleeper, and she's on her here like a damn snake. She's got her wrapped up and nowhere to go for Alundra Blaze. Oh, but Alundra, look at that. Beautiful escape by Alundra Blaze. Oh, that was simply beautiful. I know I say that a lot for a lot of moves, but that was a very pretty escape by Alundra. Oh, and Paige misses, but she lands on her feet, and Paige, swinging neck breaker. The champion stays on top here. Those submissions didn't work, so she's trying to pound her here now. Glitch City! Gotta have a little fun with this, man. Here's Alundra. Oh, there you go. And Alundra wasn't having any fun. We're looking to turn things around here against the champ. And a big drop kick right to the back of the head. But Paige has been in control mostly early on, but Alundra trying to turn things around and sustain some kind of momentum here. And there we go. Wisely goes outside again. Nicely done. She baited her into that one. Paige seems like she's the veteran in this match. Alundra's made the mistakes. Paige has stayed a step ahead of her. That's a little shocking to me, man. But like I said, even though she's young, she has a lot of in-ring experience starting so early in the business. And her mom coming from the business. So that has helped Paige a lot. And here's Alundra Blaze now throwing around the champion. Alundra Blaze is more powerful than Paige. She has to use some of that power. And she did there by throwing her around, showing her who's the boss here. No, I'm not talking about Sasha Banks. Relax. And he throws the champion back in the ring. She knows that she cannot beat her outside. She needs a pinfall or submission to become the new women's champion here and take this title from Paige. Slams her back hard into the mat, and Paige is in trouble now, man. Paige is in trouble. Alundra Blaze has turned things around. And oh, nicely done there. She escaped. She was setting her up for something. But Paige, and Paige with the belly to back there. A beautiful German suplex into a pin. Again, taking a page out of her challenger's playbook. Paige has done her homework, man. I am super impressed with the champion here. As I say, staying a step ahead of Alundra Blaze. But Alundra Blaze's power might be too much here. She hung her up to dry now. Barely a 2 count there by Alundra. nice, a big drop kick right to the back again of the head. That neck area, upper back. And Paige though. Reversal, but Alundra stays on it. Alundra stays on the offensive here. Oh, nicely done. Big kick right to the face. And Paige a little tired, man. We can tell there she's moving a little slower. Alundra blazes power getting to her, but she steps up with enough wherewithal to go. Oh my God. What a DDT, the Rampage, as she calls it from the second buckle. Oh man, the challenger might be out. Alundra might be out here. What a move. And Paige retains the WCW Women's Championship. Oh man, a great effort by Alundra. But Paige, still your champion. Uh-oh. And Paige extending the hand. Alundra, look at the sportsmanship here. The crowd likes it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Randy Savage as coked up. I'm sorry, as wound up as he is. Eddie Guerrero, if you have the cojones, come out and put the title on the line against a real man. The Macho Man Randy Savage, the current United States Heavyweight Champion. Oh my God, Randy Savage just dropped an elbow from the top rope to the outside. Right into the heart of Eddie Guerrero. After the elbow to the outside, and Savage now. If he hits this one, it's over. He does. He nailed all of it. The Macho Man Randy Savage nails another elbow, this time right in the middle of the ring. Nowhere for Eddie to go. And we have a new United States Champion, the Macho Man. That big match against Kenny Omega, he had the United States Championship. Both of those ripped from the heart of Eddie Guerrero. The Macho Man, your new United States Champion. Here we go. The new WCW United States Champion, the Macho Man Randy Savage, is here in Tokyo, Japan. And he's going to take on what many people call the greatest professional wrestler on the planet today, Kenny Omega, the IWGP United States Champion. What a match this is going to be, man. The Macho Man Randy Savage altered the course of this event by defeating Eddie Guerrero last week to become the new U.S. champion. Ooh, yeah. Dig it. Yes, I dig it, Macho. We all dig it, man. This is, I mean, Eddie Guerrero versus Kenny Omega is going to be a tremendous match as well. But you cannot take away the credentials of one Macho Man Randy Savage. And here he comes. We hear the music. Excuse me. Just coughing up with excitement here, man, as here he is, the IWGP United States Champion, the cleaner, Kenny Omega. Unbelievable. Kenny Omega, man, the inaugural IWGP United States Champion. He's the only one. There hasn't been anybody else right now. He's also a former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, a two-time Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he also won the G1 Climax in 2016. We talked about it with Shinsuke, the premier tournament here in Japan, and he was the first non-Japanese wrestler to accomplish that, to win that tournament. Kenny Omega, heralded by many, man, for his matches against Okada, who we're going to see later on tonight. And well, part of the Bullet Club. have to mention that as well, as we're going to see the Bullet Club later tonight. Finn Balor and company there, but Kenny Omega is now the leader here in Japan of Japan's Bullet Club, together with the Young Bucks, who are now also part of ECW. What's the future hold for Kenny Omega? We're gonna see about that. There's been rumors that he might join ECW along with the Young Bucks, the Elite, but then we see him here collaborating with WCW. There's been talks that McMahon wants him, Vince, in WWE. This guy is the hottest free agent independent wrestler in the world today. And here we go, and Macho Man Randy Savage doesn't want to hear none of that. Macho Man Randy Savage is here for one thing and one thing only, and that's to beat Kenny Omega and prove that he is the best. And that WCW is better than New Japan. What a match here, man. What a spectacle. Look at this. Kenny Omega. First time ever on the best damn universe mode for Kenny. Oh, look at this. Savage got him. Savage catches him. And Randy Savage, oh, he clotheslines him right over that top row. Beautiful move by the Macho Man Randy Savage. Randy Savage, man. Vintage suplex there. One of the greatest of all time, the Macho Man. And he just took things into control last week against Eddie Guerrero, man. He challenged him, went out there, said he didn't want to be part of the pack. He wanted to be the leader of the pack. And since he got drafted into that United States Championship division, there was no way that he was going to sit around and wait. And after his victory against Sami Zayn, he said, you know what, I want a title match. He issued the challenge. Guerrero, to his credit or his stupidity, accepted, and now he's off this card, man. Eddie Guerrero has to be heartbroken. But as fans, we are not, man. This is awesome. Macho Man versus Kenny Omega. I can't believe it. Omega! Oh, what a drop kick off the top rope. There's the athleticism of Kenny Omega. And Kenny now measuring Savage. And he throws him against the steel steps. Omega, man, very athletic. He's strong as well. And he could just wrestle, man. An all-around tremendous athlete, tremendous professional wrestler. And here he is back in the ring now. Kenny Omega playing to his hometown crowd here, man. This is home field advantage for Kenny, but Savage doesn't care. And Savage comes in, look at that, he catches him with a sling blade. And Savage is in trouble, man. He took a beating outside that ring, and a big-time clothesline over the top rope. Kenny Omega sends Savage up and over. And Omega, oh my God. He killed himself. He killed himself. Kenny Omega, and he gets up. He gets up. He really is the Omega of professional wrestling. Oh my God. Savage says, get up from that, man. He just tore his back on that ring apron. God, I heard that thud all the way here. And now a Bulldog is Savage turning the momentum over to his corner now. And Elizabeth watching on. Elizabeth looking beautiful, man. That white dress. I don't speak too loudly there. Whenever Macho Man's jealousy, he'll come and rip me apart, run right through that damn screen, and tear my head off. Just as he's tearing apart Kenny Omega now. He took the onslaught by Randy Savage. Oh, nicely done. And Omega was the one throwing him back in. Kenny Omega withstands that punishment, and he goes for a big drop kick. And Omega goes for the cover here. Dude, no. Kick out by Savage. Oh, man. Both these guys, well, kind of similar height. Macho Man Randy Savage around 6'1", 6'2", 235 pounds. Kenny Omega is billed at 6 feet, 203. Here's a cover. No. So we see Macho Man Randy Savage maybe a little stronger than Omega. Or, well, his weight's a little bit more because he's a little taller than Omega. But these guys are pretty evenly matched, man. They're pretty evenly matched in skill, in wrestling knowledge. They could both high fly. I mean, these guys are just very evenly matched. And it's hard to predict the winner in this one. I mean, Savage has got big-time momentum after his recent U.S. Championship win, but Kenny Omega has been on a winning streak as well here in Japan, winning that title, not losing it yet, the first ever champion. And look at that pile driver, right to the neck that Omega hurt outside with that foot. That's got to be it. No. Still early on. Still too early here. Oh, man. I don't even know what to say. This is unbelievable. Randy Savage. He's going to the top. You know what this is? He's setting him up for that big elbow. And he delivers it. Kenny Omega gets the elbow. Big time elbow for the Macho Man. That is it. Savage is going to be victorious here in Japan against Kenny Omega, who kicks out. It's not over. It is not over. Kenny Omega kicks out of the big elbow. Oh, man. Randy Savage. These guys are going hard and heavy, man. They've forgone all no headlocks, no chin locks. They just went straight at each other. They know what's at stake, and there's Vintage Savage. Double axe handle, then pounding the head. Continues to work on that head, man, that he injured, probably injured outside with that, when he missed that diving suicide. There's Kenny Omega, though. Can never count him out. Kenny Omega's a fighter, man. And look at this. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it was the one-wing angel, but he sets him up here. Look at this vintage Kenny Omega. Can he have him? No, Savage. Savage puts the foot on the rope. The ropes have saved the Macho Man. This is awesome, and now it's Omega to the top. And Kenny, oh, and he lands, but he lands awkward as well. Unbelievable. This is awesome, man. And Kenny Omega has enough to get over, make the cover, but no. A little too late there, a little too late. Omega here, nicely beautiful submission maneuver here by Kenny Omega. I don't think Savage is in a tap. Savage is not a quitter. Oh, nice escape there by Savage, and Omega escapes the pin attempt, and another sling blade. And now Omega's the one going to the top rope. What's Omega doing here? He's setting him up, and oh, look at the double stomp. Double foot stomp. That could be it. That could knock the wind out of anybody, but Savage kicks out. Savage kicks out. Oh, man, and here's Omega, though, staying on top, setting him up. Oh, Savage. Nice maneuver there by Savage. A small package. 2 and 2.5. 2.5. Kenny Omega kicks out. Oh, I thought Savage had him. Whew. I thought Savage had him. Oh, thank you for that, Savage. Give me a little breather here as well. And Savage knows he's not going to beat him with that, but trying to wear him down a little more here. Randy Savage now in control of Kenny here on the mat, but Kenny, nicely done. Nice escape there. And Savage now throws him into the corner, though, staying on top of Kenny Omega. Man, I thought he had him with that small package. Looks like Kenny might have been setting him up for that one-wing angel. But Savage reversed it into a small package. A beautiful move there. Diving cross-body block by Kenny Omega. And Omega now. Is this it? Is this the one-wing angel? Yes. He's going for it. He hits it. That's it. Kenny Omega. Oh, my God. What the hell? Macho Man Randy Savage is kicked out. He's kicked out of the one-wing angel. Kenny can't believe it. He goes again for a cover. 2-0, and Savage barely gets a shoulder up. That move took his toll, but Randy Savage showing his fighting spirit here in the land of the rising sun, and I'm losing my voice already 3 matches in. What a fight. Omega again goes for a cover in the middle of the ring, and Savage again kicks out. Oh my God. Back and forth. And Omega goes flying over the top rope. Randy Savage. Where is he getting this fight from, man? Not a lot of people could say that they have kicked out of the one-wing angel. Could probably count them in one hand, maybe one finger. Oh my goodness. And now both guys outside here on the floor. Omega trying to turn it back around after he got flipped up and upside down over that top rope. What a throw by Savage. Usually it's Savage flying around like that in a match. But he gave Omega, oh my God, how he threw him over that top rope. This is unbelievable. What a match. What a match. Elbow drop. One-winged angel. Both guys have kicked out. You've got to believe that the next finishing move is done, man. The next guy to hit his finisher again might win this thing. There's no way they could take. Omega's head is taking a beating. He's ramming against that post. He missed that suicide drive. We talk about pile drivers. Savage knows he's got him. Savage is a smart, and he knows. There he goes. Intelligent in that ring. He was working on the, oh my God, and he busted him open with that pile driver. He's busted open Omega. The ring post and now pile driver. This is it. 2 and no! Again, Omega kicks out. Kenny Omega again is kicked out of the pile driver by Savage. He knows what he has to do to finish him off. He knows what he has to do. It's going to take 2, but he's going to get it done here. Macho Man with the elbow, and he misses. Randy Savage misses the big elbow. And Omega with the big knee to the face. And he's busted up Savage. Savage might be out after that knee. 2. He got him. He got him, man. Kenny Omega. What a fight. Macho Man Randy Savage, a one big mistake. I don't know if it was a mistake. I mean, you have to go for your elbow. He had to go for the elbow there, and Kenny Omega just had enough of him to move out of the way. Oh, man, we take a look at these great highlights. Look at this. Look at this stomp. A coup de grace by Kenny Omega. That wasn't enough. The one-wing angel wasn't enough to finish off Macho Man Randy Savage. I thought this had him here. I thought he had him here out of nowhere with a small package inside cradle by Savage, but no, Omega kicks out. And Kenny Omega, what a victory. New Japan sticks it to WCW. And we are back here, WCW Japan Super Show. Who's going to challenge? The Enforcers here, and oh, we hear the music, and yes, the Rock and Roll Express making their first appearance here in the Best Damn Universe mode. And thank you all for watching part 1 of WCW's Japan Super Show. What an ending, man. I could have stayed with that. Randy Savage versus Kenny Omega. If you didn't see it and jumping here in part 2, go back and catch part 1 of WCW's Japan Super Show. It was unbelievable, man. What a great match. And I need to catch my breath after that match and take it easy here before I get a heart attack, man, because I went off on that, man. That was just, it got me pumped, man. It got me pumping. Let's see what this match is going to bring us now, baby. The Rock and Roll Express challenging these men. Arn Anderson, Larry Zbyszko, the Enforcers. WCW Tag Team Champions. They've been fighting champions every week. And a dastardly attack on Edge and Christian in that match where they got DQ'd as they saw themselves defeated in that match. And Arn Anderson just a vicious beating on Edge. He's still recovering. But you know they're going to come back and want a title shot if they're still champions here after facing the Rock and Roll Express, because Rock and Roll Express look pumped coming out here, man. I don't even know if they're an official part of WCW, but maybe they were hanging around here in Japan, man. Maybe they were around here eating a little bit of sushi or something, getting a Japanese massage, and they said, hey, there's an open challenge, let's come hit him up. But the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton, back here. Well, they're in, I guess, WCW here in Japan, but they're here challenging for the WCW World Tag Team Championships, and there are your champs. Larry Zbyszko, Arn Anderson, the Enforcers. Yeah, like I said, every week they've been holding those open challenges. And again, if you have not caught it, man, go back. Japan Super Show Part 1. Kenny Omega versus the Macho Man Randy Savage. Again, I'm still calming down from that match. A tremendous start to that show with the special challenge of Ric Flair. I won't ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but he laid out a special challenge, and one of Japan's own answered that. What a way to kick it off. Also, the Women's Championship was decided between Paige and Alundra Blaze, but here we are for the Tag Team Championships of the world. And Ricky Morton in there with Arn Anderson. It's going to be a classic tag team match, man. Two classic teams. Arn Anderson, Larry Zbyszko, Smash Mouth technicians. Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express men, high flyers. They move around. They like to keep the pace fast and furious. And it looks like, well, he didn't know who to get there. He's going after Arn Anderson, but it looks like Arn Anderson made the tag actually while he was in the corner. Or Larry Zbyszko made the tag for him. Smart tag team wrestling there. They are very good at cutting off that ring in half, keeping their opponent in the corner. And here's Larry Zbyszko off that second buckle, and I thought he was too far away, but Zbyszko showing some vertical ability there, man. He hammers him down with the double axe handle. Sorry, a little brain fart there. Double axe handle, but Ricky Moore now coming back with that head scissors, and he puts him in their corner. Tag team specialist here, all about Larry Zbyszko. Prevents the double team, fights his way out of the corner, and there you see Wise. Well, he was going over to his corner, but now he's in it. Nice tag, a little not only did I stutter, but Zbyszko stuttered there, stumbled all over himself, and hesitated, if you will. And the hot tag made out to Robert Gibson, but Zbyszko, beautiful job. They're getting out of the way, and Larry Zbyszko, big time shoulder block, shoulder breaker. WCW Japan Super Show. We still got a lot to go, man. We still got a lot to go. We got a street fight. Big street fight between Bray Wyatt and Goldberg, as well as our main event, the Kliq versus the Bullet Club. That's going to be huge. Bullet Club, Finn Balor back in Japan. And also champion versus champion. The world champs going at it, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Okada. And Robert Gibson here taking it to the tag team champion, Larry Zbyszko. Big time drop kick to the back of the head of Larry. We got a one? No, just the one count. Just the one count. Zbyszko now. Larry Zbyszko just pounding away here. Robert Gibson, nice reversal. Up and over. On a crash against each other here, and Zbyszko gets the best of it here as he throws him into the corner. Are we going to see a double team? No, Larry Zbyszko setting up Robert Gibson all the way to the top rope. Zbyszko goes to the top himself, and a crash landing down. Big superplex by Larry Zbyszko, the living legend. Oh, and he takes out the referee as well. I don't think that was intentional, but I don't think Larry Zbyszko gives a crap. And Robert Gibson trying to turn things around. Arn Anderson here watching on. Very wise there, Robert Gibson into the corner, but again Larry Zbyszko fights out of the corner, prevents the double team. Zbyszko a step ahead of the Rock and Roll Express and Robert Gibson there. And again, there's a ground and pound game of Zbyszko and Anderson, the enforcers. And there's the swinging neck breaker, vintage Larry Zbyszko. That's how they did in the American Alpha recently on Nitro, and he's looking to finish him off here. And no, Robert Gibson, beautiful reversal there. Gibson needs to make a tag, man. He's been in there for a while, getting a beating by Zbyszko. And he puts him in the corner. Are they finally going to get a double team? Yes, here we go. Here we go, Rock and Roll Express gets the buckle. Big time double drop kick, vintage Rock and Roll Express, baby. And he goes for the cover. 1, 2, oh! Ricky Morton. Close count there, man. That double drop kick did the number on Larry Zbyszko. Another cover, no. Robert Gibson going to save that match by making that tag, and now the momentum is turned around, but Zbyszko escapes here. Nice Houdini-like escape there by Larry Zbyszko, the living legend. He needs to make a tag now. He's been in there for a while, and he does. Arn Anderson now. Coming into the ring, beating on Ricky Morton here. I want to wear Ricky out of his own. Robert Gibson has been worn out. Now they're going to start working on Ricky. Anderson pumping himself up or talking crap there to Ricky Morton, but it doesn't work as Ricky Morton battles back. Oh, and Arn Anderson, no jawbreaker there. And Anderson, big time backbreaker right on Ricky Morton, man. That'll leave a mark there in your spine. Arn Anderson is brutal. And Anderson now in a fireman's carry position here. And right into the corner, right in front of Robert Gibson. Right in front of him. And Gibson can't do anything about it now as Ricky Morton is getting a beating here at the hands of Arn Anderson. Look at that. And Ricky escapes though. Nice reversal there by Ricky Morton. And Ricky trying to swing the pendulum over to the Rock and Roll Express, the challengers. We're going to see another double team. Yes, here we go. This is where the Rock and Roll Express are at their best. And high flying, and look at that. Beautiful done there. Pretty maneuver by the Rock and Roll Express. 1, 2, and another 2 count. They've gone close. That ground and pound game has been working for them, but as soon as the Rock and Roll Express takes control, look at that. They go for the cover off a big double team move, and they've gone close, but Arn Anderson might have ended this thing there. Big time vintage spine buster, and Robert Gibson wisely goes outside. Robert Gibson trying to cut the momentum off of Arn Anderson, but Anderson continues to bring it. And back and forth now they go. Robert Gibson now getting down and dirty outside with Arn Anderson, and you don't want to do that. Or maybe you do. Robert Gibson continues to look good here. Look at this, and he slams him against the barricade. Robert Gibson holding his own outside with Arn Anderson. And now he's wasting too much time, and he tags out to Ricky Morton. I mean, you have the momentum. Why are you going to go out and tag Ricky Morton? Stay on top of Arn Anderson. He's giving Arn Anderson a chance to breathe. And Ricky, oh, there you go. But Ricky staying on top of all Arn Anderson. Nice reversal there by Arn. And a beautiful move there by Arn Anderson. Anderson setting up Ricky. Oh, look at this. Oh, big time vintage DDT by Arn Anderson, the enforcer. This could be it. 1, 2. Oh, he kicks out. He kicked out. I thought that was it. I thought Ricky Morton was done, man. And Larry Zbyszko did a great job of cutting off Robert Gibson to prevent the breakup of that pin. Beautiful drop kick. Ricky Morton comes back with a vintage drop kick of his own. 1, 2. Oh, Larry Zbyszko saves the titles. Larry Zbyszko saves the titles, and Ricky Morton is pissed. And he gives a right hand right to the face of Larry Zbyszko. Don't let the Rock and Roll Express size or speed fool you. They like to take it to the air. They like those drop kicks. Great tag team wrestlers. But look at the Frankensteiner. And another cover. But they can bring it, man. They're tough as well. They are tough as nails. They come from a tough era. Just like Arn Anderson and Zbyszko. And the crowd getting excited here. Ricky Morton getting the crowd into it. And a big elbow drop off the top rope. And Ricky Morton goes for another cover. Are we going to have new champions too? No. 2.5, Arn Anderson. And monkey flip there, Robert Gibson and the Rock and Roll Express. The challengers are on top of it here, man. We're going to see new champions. What the hell? Ricky Morton, I think, just kicked Robert Gibson in the back of the head. That could be a big mistake that could cost him there. That little mess up, man, that little slip up there could cost you against a team like Arn Anderson and Zbyszko. And Anderson, big knee to the back. Vicious knee to the back. Anderson, a spine buster again. That is it. But Anderson wants to continue to punish Ricky Morton here. He wants to make sure he puts him down. He's in a stay down. Arn Anderson. Now maybe he's ready to finish him off. Spine buster. And now the DDT again. This is it. This is it. Arn Anderson, 1, 2. He got him. The enforcers. The Rock and Roll Express, man, they took it to Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko. Had a couple of close falls. Look at that beautiful double drop kick, man. Just vintage Rock and Roll Express there. That's their ammo. And then more double team here. They got a close cover off of both of these double teams. But the ground and pound game and the power of Arn Anderson. A little bit too much at the end for Ricky Morton's spine buster. Big DDT, and it's over. And Zbyszko outside taking care of business, making sure Gibson doesn't come back in. Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko, the enforcers, man, they retain the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Who's going to beat these guys? They come to Japan and they conquer. Now Ricky and Robert could go back with the Japanese chicas and go eat a little sushi now. Courtesy of the enforcers. Street fight time here at Japan Super Show. And it's gonna get eerie, man. These people here in Japan, I have never seen something like Bray Wyatt. Or you know what? He might fit in very well here in Japan. They like some of this freaky stuff, man. They might think he's like a villain in a Japanese anime or something. Oh, but they've never seen Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt here. Just an eerie feeling, man, when he comes into the damn ring, when he comes into this arena. The fireflies, and we're seeing this. Bray Wyatt worldwide, man, has fireflies all over the place. Not fruit flies, Karina. Jesus Christ. It's another story for another day. But the fireflies are here. Bray Wyatt ready to take on Goldberg. It all started our last pay-per-view Slammiversary after Goldberg got a big win against Kurt Angle. Bray Wyatt came out to attack him, making a statement. He just does not like Goldberg, what Goldberg represents. So Goldberg thinks he is a superhero. Well, Bray Wyatt said he is his kryptonite. And we're going to find out tonight what kind of superhero Goldberg is. This is a street fight. These guys have been back and forth in tag team matches, but this is the first time one-on-one that these two will go at it. And Bray Wyatt pace, man, he looks on it today. He looks ready. And here we go, the classic Goldberg entrance. If you ask me, man, this guy's overhyped, oversold, overrated. But that's my own personal opinion. However, I'm here in the best damn universe mode. Whether I like it or not, he has been very impressive. All the way going back to the WCW World Championship Tournament, where, well, he was knocked out in the first round, but looked very, very good against CM Punk. And after that, he's been on a great winning streak, beating Kurt Angle at Slammiversary, winning tag team matches against the Wyatts. Goldberg wants his, make sure he wants the World Heavyweight Championship. And look at this, Bray Wyatt's not going to wait. And the bell sounds. Now this is a street fight, so the bell's on the way. The bell has rang. This match is on the way. This is a street fight. These guys don't need to start in the ring. It needs to end in the ring, but it doesn't need to start there. And Bray Wyatt knew that, man, and he capitalized on it. He's ready to take it to Goldberg here. Just throwing him around. This street fight, bad blood here between these two guys. This is a grudge match. And here's Goldberg. And Goldberg, he looked like he was running back to the ring, but he saw Bray Wyatt's up and he's coming back after him. Bray Wyatt wasn't moving. He's just standing there. And Bray Wyatt gets caught. Bray Wyatt is a weird cat, man. Oh, nice drop kick by Goldberg. How about that? On the floor, throwing a drop kick. Maybe he got pumped up with the Rock and Roll Express. But there's the power of Goldberg. That's what he brings to the table. Raw, animalistic power. And Bray Wyatt's no slouch either. Bray Wyatt, a powerhouse in his own right. The spotlight shining on these two, man. Street fight. This isn't a match. These guys wanted a fight, and this is what they're getting now. Both these guys just haymakers, power moves out here now. This is not going to be pretty, man. This is not the classic match of the tag team titles that we saw between two classic teams. This is not Savage and Okada. This is a street fight. This is nasty. These guys wanted at each other. Goldberg has had enough of Bray Wyatt and his mind games. Cool, forget WCW Nitro where Goldberg was in a handicap match and he was actually taking over, about to finish off Harper and Rowan, when all of a sudden the lights go out and Goldberg appears in the locker room, in a dark locker room, with Bray Wyatt, who just beat the living hell out of him. That was creepy. That was borderline satanic. I don't know what the hell was that sorcery. Never seen nothing like that in the best damn universe before. Oh, look at Goldberg. Well, we did one time see 3 Undertakers at once, but that was a long time ago. WWE 2K19. Oh my God, look at that. Goldberg, hard slam on the floor, man. These guys are, by the time they make it to the ring, they might be out. They might be out, man. These haymakers, these power moves, you can't take too much of that. Neither of these guys know for their big stamina, their power guys, especially Goldberg. I would say the longer the match goes, I might favor Bray Wyatt. I think he has a little more stamina than Goldberg. But Goldberg's a freak, man. Can surprise anyone. These guys just fighting here into the crowd. A lot of people here, man, traveled all over the world to witness Japan Supershow. This isn't just a strict Japanese crowd. WCW travels well, man. They brought their own crowd as well. That's why we hear a lot of people cheering for Macho Man Randy Savage, or those that were cheering for Okada. And everybody's on their feet here now as these guys just battling all over this arena right now. And they started in the aisleway and they're here in the crowd. Just look at this, headbutts, vicious punches. This is nasty. If you like technical wrestling, skip ahead, man. Hit that button on YouTube, that little button, and just skip ahead because this is ugly. This is brutal. Oh my. And it's going to get uglier. Bray Wyatt. Oh, and he just whoops him, canes him. And right to the head. And Bray Wyatt just swinging wildly here. Bray Wyatt just does not like Goldberg and what he stands for in Goldberg. This crowd is into it, man. You can hear them. Some of them chanting for Bray Wyatt. Named Brazen to kill you. And Goldberg says, you know what? I'm done with playing games here. Looks like, yeah, he's coming back. He's coming back into the ring. Goldberg is into the ring, and Bray Wyatt calling on his fruit flies, fireflies, whatever they are. He better get the hell into this ring now. These guys are beating the hell all over this arena already, and Wyatt, oh, beautiful. Jumps over and gets a step ahead of Goldberg there. Big time DDT on the floor. And Goldberg's in trouble now. Oh, and Wyatt. Oh, there's that vicious throw. Vintage Bray Wyatt. Oh, man. That makes the rock bottom look weak. Take that, Vince. Oh, and Goldberg here, though. He blocks it. Looked like he was going for a Sister Abigail, and Goldberg blocks it, and he throws Wyatt in the ring, and Wyatt now picking himself up. Oh, nicely done there by Bray Wyatt. And Wyatt staying ahead. Can he hit the Sister Abigail now? Bray Wyatt. Oh, Goldberg ringing the ears of Bray Wyatt. And Goldberg. Is he going for it already? Jackhammer! Up and down goes Bray Wyatt. So much momentum, he couldn't even go into the pin. He slammed him hard, and Goldberg has won this. Goldberg victorious. Wow. I didn't think it was an end that quick, man. Goldberg, the beating, I guess, outside was too much, and a thunderous jackhammer. There it is. Oh, we can see the arena shaking. Goldberg is on a roll, man. Like I said, I don't like the guy, but I got to give him credit. He is on a roll. He's positioning himself for a world title run. Or world title shot, let me say that. Got to win it first to have the run. Goldberg wins this street fight in impressive fashion. Wow. Bray Wyatt stunned by the jackhammer. And now we take our focus here away from this street fight. And it is time. You hear the glass shatter, you hear the music. And here he comes, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. The toughest son of a bitch. Walking the face of this earth right now, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's here representing WCW. He's here representing himself. And he's here representing that championship as he takes on the very best of New Japan. Stone Cold Steve Austin had a long history in WCW, never was able to make it to the top. Left, had great success in WWE, and now here in the Best Damn Universe mode, gets drafted by Shane McMahon. Loses in the finals of the tournament, but wins the rematch against CM Punk, and he's been the champion ever since. Beat him at Slammiversary. Been battling the likes of Samoa Joe and CM Punk in a rematch in a cage. That was a great match. But that was then, this is now. And there is your IWGP Heavyweight Champion of the World, Okada. Okada, a four-time IWGP World Champion. He also won the G1 Climax Tournament. And this guy's a tremendous athlete, man. Former baseball player, ran track during school. Tremendous athlete. The best that Japan has to offer now against the very best that WCW and maybe American Wrestling has to offer now in the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin. What a match this is going to be. Savage and Okada lived up to the hype, and I am sure that this is going to live up to it too. Unbelievable. Stone Cold Steve Austin punched his ticket to this match after defending the title and defeating CM Punk on Nitro several weeks ago. A lot of people wanted to see CM Punk versus Okada. A lot of people wanted to see Stone Cold. Either way, man, we've got a great match. But this is the dynamics you're going to do. The smaller man, Okada. The more athletic, the wrestling ability, but Stone Cold Steve Austin can wrestle, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin can wrestle. But this incarnation of Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's a brawler. So we're going to see the brawler, the fighter, versus the technical wrestler and striker that Okada is. And here we go. Collar and elbow tie to start this match. Okada working that side headlock, and there you go. And Austin takes him for the ride against the ropes. And Austin with the big knee. And there you go. The wrestling goes out the window real quick when it comes to Stone Cold Steve Austin. He had enough of the side headlock. And he went right to that knee. Started different than Okada and Savage, man. Started heavy hitting from the beginning. This actually started like a wrestling match. But Stone Cold Steve Austin now is going to do what he does best. And that's kick the shit out of people, man. There he is. He wants to stomp mud holes. Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is WCW's last chance right now to look good here in Japan. We saw in part 1. And if you haven't caught it, go back, man. I didn't spoil it at the beginning, but that's why I told you guys to go back and check it out. But watch part 1, man. Shinsuke Nakamura defeating the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and then Kenny Omega defeating Randy Savage. And if I spoiled it for you, you know what? You're an idiot. Watch part 1 first, and then watch part 2, and then part 3. That's why there's goddamn order. But I need to talk about it, man, relating to this match, because New Japan has looked better, and Stone Cold Steve Austin is WCW's last hope here, man, to look good. Will New Japan get a clean sweep here? Or can Stone Cold Steve Austin prove his superiority to Okada? And Austin has the upper hand at the moment. Oh, look at that. Different dynamics to this match, man. These guys are so, they're different. But both of them tremendous heart, tremendous competitors. Have had tremendous battles. Fierce battles. Austin coming from a great feud with CM Punk. Okada has battled the likes of Kenny Omega. And their classic 6.5 star match, or 6.25 star match. Whatever the hell Dave Meltzer gave him. That doesn't matter right now. What matters is what Stone Cold gave Okada, which was a big-time clothesline over the top rope and out. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Waiting for Okada to come in, measuring with Okada. Nice block. And Austin up and over. Austin up and over, and he pushes him right into the corner, and another clothesline, and Austin now, oh, he was in a stomp a mud hole and walk it dry, and Okada had that well scouted. Beautiful reversal there, counter by Okada to the stomping. He caught Stone Cold by surprise there, man. A well scouted defensive maneuver there by Okada, and Austin trying to stay on the offense, and he does. So Okada gets a slight recovery though, but no. Okada wants to stay on top, man. You can see that momentum building for Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then Okada chipped at it. Austin came back, chipping at it again. He needs to stay on top of him to swing that over. It's with mostly Stone Cold Steve Austin here. And Okada, nice maneuver there. A driver by Okada. Now he's at the second buckle. Okada pulling out all his arsenal here, and a nice drop kick there. What a drop kick. Very effective. Right to the face of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Austin now is in trouble. And Okada kicks him down. He sees Austin is hurt, goes for the cover. And no, not even a 2 count. Still too early here. This is the Japan Super Show. WCW versus New Japan. IWGP World Champ Okada versus WCW World Champ Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is awesome, man. Been waiting for this Japan Super Show for a while. Oh, look at that! What a big boot to the face over the top rope. What a move by Okada. And he is in charge of Stone Cold Steve Austin here. The home crowd behind Okada. Even though there's a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin fans here as well. You can hear some of this crowd. You can hear them chanting Austin, Austin, Austin. Trying to pump up the Texas Rattlesnake here. He's far away from home, but inside that ring, he's right at home. And Stone Cold now measuring Okada. What does he got in mind here? Austin, oh, he was going for something there. Maybe a Luthes press. And Okada gets out of the way, but Austin reverses him. Austin snapmare, and there's vicious elbows. Stone Cold Steve Austin gets strike with the best of them. And here he goes. Luthes press. Pounding on the head of Okada. And Austin will not let up. Now the big left hands. And he's busted open. The IWGP Heavyweight Champion of the world. Austin is stricken at first blood by Stone Cold Steve Austin. This might pump up Okada, don't know. Austin stays ahead, and Austin, there he goes out of nowhere, going for the Stone Cold Stunner, and he hits it. Big time Stone Cold Steve Austin, it's over. And Austin looking to get him away for the rope, but no, he goes for the cover. That slight hesitation. Is it going to cost him? Yes, it does. Okada kicks out. Austin took a little too long to go for the cover. Give credit to Okada, man, but Austin like a shark smelling blood. Going right after the head of Okada. He knows he's got him wounded now. He didn't get the cover, but that stunner did its job. Okada's woozy. Okada's in trouble. But Okada will not let up. Here he goes. Okada going for his... No! He was going for the tombstone, but Austin reverses it into a tombstone of his own. Stone Cold Steve Austin steals a move from Okada. 2, no. Just a 2 count. Oh, and Austin telling Okada what he thinks of him. Now he's letting everybody see his masterpiece here, his work of art, the bloody head of Okada. Okada trying to fight his way back, man. Look at Okada. He says, bring it. He's ready to keep fighting the heart of a lion, man. This guy's got a huge heart, huge fight in Okada. He will never give up. Okada, what's this? Look at this. Oh, nice maneuver. Creative move there by Okada. Okada goes over, but Austin goes up and over again. Stone Cold Steve Austin staying one step ahead of Okada, but Okada here catches Austin just snoozing there. And Okada with a beautiful spear. And Austin is outside now, and he's in trouble. Okada coming back from a Stone Cold Stunner. Now he's in charge here. Oh, roll through there. Roll through into a... Oh, I thought it was going to be an Alabama Slam. Look at that creative move. Knee right to the face, right to the head, neck area. And that's the weak spot of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okada has done his homework, man. From the corner where he blocked that stomp hole, that mud hole stomping, to now working on the neck. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, they don't call him the toughest son of a bitch. Walking the face of this earth for nothing. And he's gonna show Okada why he's the world's toughest son of a bitch. But Okada says, I don't care about that. I'm pretty tough myself. And yes, you are, Okada. Okada is pretty damn tough himself. And he's showing it right now, but Austin, oh my God. Just rammed him against that post. Okada slaying that back and forth. These guys better get in here, man. I don't know where he was at 8 or 7. I lost count, but it was deep into that 10 count. Getting close to that 10 count. We don't want a double count, man. We want a winner here in Okada. Look at this vintage Okada. This isn't the Rainmaker, but it's like 3 mini Rainmakers, and Austin is out. Austin is out. Those triple clotheslines as the blood pours off the IWGP champion. Can it be in? No. Stone Cold kicks out at 2.5. Okada almost got a 3 count there. Unbelievable. Both these guys showing their toughness, their will to win. And Okada. Oh, version here, the STF, a beautiful submission maneuver. A lot of beauty in this match, huh? Oh, man. I don't know if it's beautiful or not. We could agree that it looks beautiful. But it's effective as hell, and Austin is going to tap out. Austin's going to tap out. Austin, no, he's not. No, he's not. A big elbow breaks that up. Big elbow and another stunner. The second stunner. A second stunner by Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is it. And again, he's trying to roll him out from the... Austin, just cover him. This has to be it. This has to be it too. And are you shitting me? Okada has kicked out of 2 Stone Cold Stunners and he still gets out of the way. How the hell is he on his feet? How the hell is this man on his feet? Is he human? Is he an android? Is he a host? A Westworld reference there for Westworld fans. Unbelievable, man. This guy, oh, look at the double knee to the back. Okada was going again for that splash, and he got caught at Austin. Knee right to the face. Okada barely getting up. Barely getting up here, and Austin measures him again, and another clothesline over the top rope. And Austin says it is over. Stone Cold Steve Austin now in firm control of this match. 2 stunners, man. How much more does Okada have left? Look at the knees. We talked about the king of strong style. Stone Cold Steve Austin knows a thing or two about strong style. And Okada, though. Nice takedown there by Okada, trying to turn things around. Trying to come back here. He doesn't want to lose here in his hometown. And Austin throwing him back in the ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin still smelling the blood, man, and he's pumping. Look at Okada, picks himself back up. He's back on his feet. Okada's back on his feet, but not for long. Austin again pounding on that lacerated head. Look at the blood just pouring down the face of Okada. And Austin's going to set him up for a 3rd one. And there it is. That's the final nail in the coffin. A 3rd Stone Cold Stunner. Okada showed tremendous heart, but this is it. What a victory for WCW and Stone Cold Steve Austin. 2, 3. Are you? Austin cannot believe it, but look, Okada's out. Okada's out, and Austin doesn't waste any time. He sees it. He's out, too. He got him. Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. I can't believe Okada kicked out of 3 stunners. He kicked out of the 3rd stunner, showing just one with every ounce of energy. That was literally every ounce of energy and life he had in his body. Because after he kicked out of that, he died. It's over. His batteries ran out right after that. Well, man, Austin just went straight for the cover again, and he was done. Unbelievable. What a finish. Wow. Stone Cold Steve Austin has come to Japan and gotten a tremendous victory, a huge win over IWGP World Champ Okada. Oh, Omega got the win, but Stone Cold Steve Austin even things up with the champion versus champion matches here. Unbelievable, man. What an effort by Okada. What heart. What a competitor. But Stone Cold Steve Austin is your winner. What does Austin do? Oh, I thought he was going out to get some beer. But Stone Cold Steve Austin looks like he's not done here with Okada. He is not done here with Okada. What the hell is he doing? In his hometown, he's going to beat this man some more. The Texas Rattlesnake cannot be trusted, man. He is a rattlesnake indeed. Look at this. Stone Cold Steve Austin does not give a shit. He is pounding on this man. There's no life left in Okada, man. This man got hit with 3 Stone Cold Stunners, and Austin, vintage Austin here, giving him the bird. Letting him in Japan knows what he thinks. And then Stone Cold Steve Austin sending a message, and here he is, a 4th Stone Cold Stunner. That one might send him straight to the damn hospital. Was that necessary? I don't know, man, but Stone Cold Steve Austin and WCW has won this battle. Unbelievable. What a show so far. And we still have our main event. Don't go anywhere. The Kliq takes on the Bullet Club. And this is it. How do you follow Okada and Stone Cold Steve Austin in what we just saw, man? But this is how you do it. The Kliq coming to Japan to battle the Bullet Club. This feud has gotten hot and heavy real quick. The last several weeks, the last month, we've seen Shawn Michaels, Finn Balor attack each other in the back. We've seen Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, respectively, in singles matches versus Anderson and Gallows. And then just last week, we saw Finn Balor defeat Shawn Michaels in a one-on-one match with the coup de grace. This is it, man. This six-man tag is bad blood, but is also a huge stipulation, as the winners will get a #1 contendership for the tag team titles and #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. So title shots, gold, the opportunity at gold on the line tonight between the Kliq and the Bullet Club. And what an appropriate place to have it than here in Japan, where it all started for the Bullet Club. Here's the Kliq, man, in all their glory. Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels. They started it all way back in the early 90s, mid-90s in WWE. Later then joined by Triple H, Sean Waltman. And they say that these guys here about to enter the arena are just a carbon copy or wannabes of the Kliq. They're posers. Finn Balor, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. They have a lot to prove tonight, man. They have a lot to prove. They want to knock the Kliq off. The Kliq wants to prove that they're still running the show. The Bullet Club wants to prove, hey, you guys are old news. We are here to stay, and we're going to take over WCW. And look at Finn Balor just looking around. This is their home. He said this is home field advantage for them. They started it all here, man. It was Finn Balor, Bad Luck Fale, and then Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson joining them. That was the original Bullet Club. These are the guys that started it all, man. Led to pave the way for the AJ Styles, for the Kenny Omega, for Cody Rhodes. And we know the Kliq loves to have fun. And these guys also are wisecrackers, but this is all serious business tonight. Six-man tag team grudge elimination match. This is going to be a war, man. What a way to end this tremendous Japan Super Show. It's been a great event so far, and this is going to be an awesome, awesome main event. And here we go, the two leaders going at it here. Shawn Michaels, Finn Balor, wasting no time. Michaels with a big right hand early on. Michaels looks like he's all business tonight, man. He's got to be upset about that loss, one-on-one loss to Nitro this past week to Finn Balor. Even though there was a time in the match that he had Finn Balor beat, in the Bullet Club, Carl Anderson getting involved in that match and costing Michaels. But at the end, it was Finn Balor right in the middle of the ring after the coup de grace, taking out the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. He wants to prove he's still the icon, the showstopper. We said, man, we've seen two titles on the line tonight. If you guys haven't caught it, this is part 3 of the Japan Super Show. Go back, watch the first 2 parts. Great show. Not counting this match, this has probably been my best pay-per-view on the Best Damn Universe mode. We have had a few very, very good matches, entertaining moments. And now this is big time, man. Bullet Club, Kliq, the black and white here. Which brand's going to be superior? And Finn Balor laying Michaels to waste here in the corner. And Michaels had enough of that, man. He goes after Balor. Both guys missing. A lot of time. You can feel the tension here in the air. As this is the Bullet Club's backyard, man. This is where it all started. These guys remember the Bullet Club here, but they also they had a reign of terror here killing a lot of the fan favorites. And look at this, Finn Balor. Hold on, me yapping away. Big tag there. Oh, look at Big Sexy. And now the two big men here. The two powerhouses of the Kliq and the Bullet Club. Kevin Nash and Doc Gallows going at it. Like I was saying, man, the Bullet Club, reign of terror here in New Japan. And they had a lot of fans, but a lot of also people who didn't like him as they took out a lot of their favorites. But I think this crowd, I don't know if it's split because there's a lot of WCW fans here as well. A lot of guys, a lot of fans who respect the Kliq and what they've done and big fans of them. So this is kind of a split. I think they're just into this match, man. As you can see there, people are standing up in the front row. The tension is high here. What's going to happen? Bullet Club and the Kliq. How do you oversell something like this, man? You can't. This is just unbelievable. Just awesome. Kevin Nash using his power against the big man Gallows. Kevin Nash beat Gallows one-on-one. Pinned him right in the middle of the ring with a jackknife powerbomb. Of course, Scott Hall also with a win, a count-out victory, but a win nonetheless against Carl Anderson. And finally, Finn Balor was able to take out Michaels and try to even things up. But I would say, in the most part, the Kliq has had the upper hand on them with the attacks and the matches. But a big win last week for Finn Balor. That carries a lot of momentum coming into this match. And Gallows now trying to turn things around here after Kevin Nash was distracted with Finn Balor. And Doc Gallows now going to work on Kevin Nash. Big Sexy feeling the power of Doc Gallows, but a reversal there. He throws the big man, and Kevin Nash now making a tag. It's his longtime tag team partner for the Outsiders, Scott Hall, a.k.a. Razor Ramon, from back in the Kliq days in WWE. Who would ever forget the curtain call, man? And Scott Hall here taking it to Doc Gallows. But Doc Gallows, nice reversal there. And Scott Hall is not a small man by any means. But Doc Gallows is a big man. Big puppy. Big dog. And no, he's not Roman Reigns. You clowns. I said, man, this is just a little tone has changed here, I guess. But this is just serious business, man. A lot at stake here. We talked about... Oh, look at this double team maneuver, though. Oh, beautiful move there. Kick by Finn Balor. Tremendous double team there maneuver. And Finn Balor's going to go for the cover here. Is this it? No. He's still pounding out Scott Hall. He knows how tough they are, the Kliq. I think underneath this whole bad blood that these two guys have for each other and the name calling, their wannabes, their has-beens. Oh, nice drop kick there. Their has-beens, all that by both sides. I think both groups have deep respect for each other. Underneath it all, let's say that. They're not going to tell each other, but I think there's a lot of respect, and you see it by the way they've entered this match. Very serious, taking this very seriously, when both teams love to have some fun and just kind of shoot the shit out there sometimes. So just an interesting dynamic, man, of respect and hate, or maybe bad blood, and just very interesting. And Scott Hall here in control still of Doc Gallows. Oh, and he's trying to take out Carl Anderson, sending him a message. He remembers him one-on-one. Says, I got you there, Carl. Scott Hall, maybe some of that respect going out the window. These guys' true self coming out. They can't help themselves, man. They cannot help themselves. Both teams do not mind breaking the rules, doing what they need to do. And Doc Gallows is tired of the antics here of Scott Hall, and big-time choke slam by Doc Gallows on the bad guy. And he whoops him very wisely right into the corner. Oh, but Scott Hall, nice reversal there to get out of the corner. He needs to get out. Instead, he's trying to go after Finn Balor here. He knocks out Doc Gallows instead. Scott Hall, ain't no fear there by Hall, but look at this. Wisely, he puts him back in their corner. This is what tag team wrestling is about, cutting off the ring. I say it a lot, but that's exactly the strategy you want to have, and especially here, six-man tag team action. And Again, this is elimination rules, man. And Doc Gallows. Carl Anderson wants in there bad, man. But he tags out to Finn Balor. Finn Balor makes the tag. Carl Anderson wanted to come in badly as well. He wanted a piece of Scott Hall, but here's Finn Balor turning things around for the Bullet Club. And you can hear the crowd chanting for Finn Balor, but Scott Hall using his strength there to counter Finn Balor's attack. And again, right into the corner. Smart tag team wrestling. He's trying to get a tag out there, but Finn Balor prevented it. Nice reverse by Scott Hall to stay on the offensive here. Hall whips against the buckle, and Scott Hall banging into each other. And Finn Balor takes advantage of that miscue. And Finn Balor here, what's he going to do here? Finn Balor. There's the setup. We know what that's for. There's the setup, and here goes Finn Balor, man. He took advantage of that opportunity, that miscue by Scott Hall, and it is a coup de grace. Coup de grace right into the chest of Scott Hall. It is over. He's going to be the first elimination, and no, Kevin Nash breaks things up for the Kliq. Kevin Nash saving his buddy. Oh, man, that was a close one. We almost saw the Bullet Club go up and outnumber these guys 3-2. That's what's going to happen when some guy gets eliminated. We're going to see an advantage, and that first elimination might be very, very important here. And Scott Hall is now in trouble here. He's going for a DDT. Nice escape by Hall, and he needs to make a tag. He's taking a beating in there, but look at Scott Hall. He's just too sweet, man. Yeah, I know there he goes. They're right against the buckle. Let's see if he can make the tag this time, and he does. He does. Shawn Michaels back in the ring now. And Michaels up at the top, and a nice crossbody block there, taking out Finn Balor. And Shawn Michaels going to the top. Michaels all the way to the top. Carl Anderson. He looked like he was going to interfere, but no, nicely done there. A splash. Could Michaels have him known? This time Carl Anderson saving the day for Finn Balor. Referee goes down. All hell breaking loose now. But Michaels going outside. Look at what he was thinking of, maybe getting a weapon. But no, he comes back in, sees the referee getting back into it. Balor, nice reversal and a big time uppercut there. Michaels with a nice arm drag, reversing. And Michaels. Here we go, the sharpshooter. Shawn Michaels using that sharpshooter, but right in the ropes. Finn Balor saves himself right in the ropes for further damage, possible submission. Nice right hand there again by Shawn Michaels, rocking Finn Balor to the ground, and Balor having to use the ropes to help himself up. And Michael sees Balor in trouble and tags out to his enforcer, Kevin Nash. Why did you throw him into the... Oh, man, I guess that's why. I was going to say, why do you want to throw him into his side of the ring? But Kevin Nash shutting me up. And there you go, right back into the corner. Great tag team wrestling. And another tag. Scott Hall's back in here. Now the Kliq working like a well-oiled machine, man. And Finn Balor is taking a beating now at the hands of all members of the Kliq. And he lets him make the tag, man. Scott Hall did not stay on top of it. And Carl Anderson now coming in. And he's turning things around here for the Bullet Club. That was a very important tag for Finn Balor. I was about to say, you want to take out the snake, you take out his head, and that's what they were doing. Triple teaming and hurting Finn Balor, trying to take him out of the equation. Taking out the leader of the club. Nice block there by Scott Hall. Here's Carl Anderson, and vintage Carl Anderson. That kick right to the face. He might have knocked out Scott Hall, but no. He knows he's not done yet. He's not done with Scott Hall yet, and he's in the wrong corner though here, man. Carl Anderson is stuck in the wrong corner, just like Nash was over there, but that doesn't affect Carl Anderson. A running powerbomb. Tremendous move. One. This could be it too. No. A lot of credit to Scott Hall, man. He's already suffered a coup de grace. Look at this. He was running over for a tag, but Carl Anderson wisely, man, just takes out, very crafty, taking out both members as he looks to finish off Scott Hall. And there's that big cutter RKO maneuver by Dennis. Oh, look at that. I was going to say it's over, but no. Kevin Nash once again saving Scott Hall. And Finn Balor in there now, getting Kevin Nash out of the ring. Bullet Club still in control here, man. Kevin Nash saving the day against Scott Hall's ass has been saved twice here by Kevin Nash. Remember, this is elimination rules. And Scott Hall looked like he might be the first elimination. He's got a coup de grace. He's got that cutter from Carl Anderson. Big boot to the face. He is in trouble, man. But Scott Hall here, he is a fighter. He reverses things and he's coming back. What's he setting him up for here? Oh, look at this. And Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows trying to get in the ring, but no. Scott Hall's going to hit him with it. It's the Outsiders / Razor's Edge. And Carl Anderson might be done here. Scott Hall goes for the cover. We got a 1. We got a 2, and he kicks out. Oh, Carl Anderson kicks out of the Razor's Edge. Scott Hall can't believe it. He goes for another cover, and Anderson, no. Not enough damage yet, man. Scott Hall's been taking too much of a beating. Maybe didn't get all of that Outsider's Edge, and also Carl Anderson is not taking enough of a beating. And here's Carl again. And there it is, that big boot right to the face. Right to the face of the action, picking up here in this 6-man tag. 1, 2, can Kevin Nash make the save? No, but Scott Hall, unbelievable, still stays in this. The ref is down again. This crowd's going crazy. I don't know what they're chanting, but they're going crazy, man. They are into this match. Ref still down. Bullet Club still in control. Oh, but Scott Hall turning things around with that big clothesline. He goes for a cover. Ref a little slow to the count. 2, no. What a main event to what a great show we've had, man. Okada, Stone Cold Steve Austin. What a match that was. What about Kenny Omega, Randy Savage? Those matches lived up to the hype and more. And there it is again. He hits him with it again. The second one. It's over, man. Oh, what the hell? He didn't go for the cover. Oh, he's wanted to bring him into the corner. He knows that Kevin Nash continues to get in there. He's bringing him here to the corner. We're going to see another double team maneuver. We're going to see another double team here. Finn Balor. Oh, big boot to the face. And Scott Hall's been busted open, and he makes a tag, though. Oh, so they got the damage done by busting open, and Scott Hall looks like he is out on the floor here. But they allowed him to make the tag. A hot tag to Shawn Michaels, who was taking it here to Finn Balor until that. A big foot right to the face. Whew, unbelievable, man. And you know what? I don't even have my bottle of water here next to me. I was going to get hydrated. Forget that. This is main event. No breaks for me either. Let's do this. Let's do this. 6-man tag team action. I'll say, man, look at the, he's too far, man. Carl Anderson can't. No, he didn't reach him. He didn't reach him, but he stays on. No, yeah, he stays on him. He stays on him. He missed it, but he didn't miss that one. There's Carl Anderson again with that vicious kick right to the face. And look at Scott Hall. He's still sitting out there. Scott Hall is in trouble, man. He's taking the most beating out of anybody. I would say Finn Balor. Number 2. Oh, look at that. He was going for that RKO maneuver again. And Shawn Michaels reversing it. Michaels reversing it. And Shawn, textbook suplex by the Heartbreak Kid. Then he goes for a cover. Me trying to get a quick win here. No. Gonna get a quick elimination. Michaels here, he's going to the top, but he has no fear, but this is a dumb maneuver, and there he goes. He got caught. He got caught, man. You can't go up on the turnbuckle on the wrong corner. What is wrong with you, Shawn? Jesus. For being a veteran, that was a dumb or maybe a cocky mistake by Shawn Michaels. We know his level of arrogance and cockiness, especially this version of the Heartbreak Kid, the Kliq version of him. And again, that Cobra clutch. into a knee to the back of the neck. And Shawn Michaels is in trouble. I mean, we've talked about these matches. Okada, Stone Cold, and Omega and Savage. They weren't title matches. They're all champions. But it wasn't title. It was for pride. And this match. And then we've seen also title matches tonight. Tag team titles, women championship. Both champions retaining. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Can he eliminate Shawn Michaels here with the foot on the rope? No. Carl Anderson, like I said, none of these teams immune to breaking the rules, if you will. Look at that. Shawn Michaels out of nowhere with the sweet chin music tells him to suck it, and this could be the first elimination. 2, and oh my God, he kicked out. Chaos all around, and Carl Anderson. I've said it before, he might be the most underrated wrestler on the planet today, especially in the Bullet Club. We talk about Finn Balor, we talk about the size of Doc Gallows, but Carl Anderson might be the best. He might be. I'm not afraid to say it, man. This guy's tenacity, his ring skills, and we just seen there. Oh, look at that. And we just see there he kicked out of Sweet Chin Music after kicking out of the Razor's Edge as well. Unbelievable. But he's hurt. He's hurt. And Michael Moses in a splash off the second ropes. Shawn Michaels is in control here. Carl Anderson in big time trouble, and Michaels playing to the crowd here, man, hamming it up. Now forearm right to the face. That's it. This could be it. How much more can Carl Anderson take? And it looks like he can still take a lot more. Unbelievable. What fortitude on the part of Carl Anderson. And Shawn Michaels can't believe it. He's a little stunned here. And going back to them, and we've seen the title matches. We've seen that it's about prestige. This is a big time match, and that's why this is the main event. Of course, the Bullet Club returning to Japan is hot stuff. But this match is both, man. This match is about pride. Which group is better? Who's too sweet? It's a grudge match. These guys have bad blood between each other, but at the same time, it's for the gold because it's for championship opportunities. And here's Carl Anderson. Can he get Shawn Michaels to tap out? No, Shawn Michaels going to escape that. He's not going to tap. Well, yeah, this is for all, man. This is for pride. This is bad blood, a grudge match. But it's also for championship gold. Tag team title and WCW World Heavyweight Championship opportunities on the line. The winner of this match will both get it. It's either going to be Hall and Nash getting the tag team title shot and Michaels getting the world title shot, or Finn Balor getting a world title shot and Gallows and Anderson getting a tag team title opportunity. A lot on the line here, man. Maybe that's what we haven't seen in Elimination yet. These guys just out there pouring their hearts out, man. Blood, sweat, and tears, and blood on the part of Scott Hall, who doesn't give a crap. He says, I don't care if I'm bleeding. I don't care how busted up I am. He delivers a monstrous choke slam, and Carl Anderson could be gone too. Oh my God, how close can you get? 2 3/4. Unbelievable. Carl Anderson cannot be put out, man, and here it is. The Razor's Edge. Oh, he was going to give it. That had to be it. That had to be it. But Finn Balor saves the day. We might never see an elimination here, man. Everybody's got each other's back. They know each other so well. They've done homework on their opponents. They're very much alike. We can say the same thing we said about Carl Anderson, that he might be the best. I mean, Scott Hall, very underrated. We hear about the superiority of Shawn Michaels, their leader, his ability, one of the greatest of all time. We hear about Kevin Nash being one of the best big men of all time, being about his size and his skills for a big man. But Scott Hall kind of maybe gets lost in the fray, just like Carl Anderson. But both those guys might be the secret sauce, secret recipe, if you will, of those two clubs. The Club and the Kliq. Two factions, sorry. Scott Hall is in trouble, man. It might be a matter of time before Scott Hall is eliminated. Look at this, Shawn Michaels coming in to get a piece of Balor, and Doc Gallows. He hangs out Shawn Michaels, man, out to dry, and Michaels is done. Michaels rolling outside, Kevin Nash in trouble. And, oh, big move there, reverse DDT by Doc Gallows, and he's going for the cover. This could be the end of Scott Hall. No, another kick out. Kevin Nash was a little late there making the save, but Scott Hall continues the story of this match, man. The beating that Carl Anderson and especially Scott Hall have received, and how they continue to stay in it and come back is unbelievable. And Gallows here, oh man, the Bullet Club now is looking awesome. They're taking apart Shawn Michaels outside. Gallows has delivered a chokeslam to Nash. They're both down. They're trying to isolate the wounded man, who is Scott Hall. Tremendous strategy here, man. I cannot enforce that enough. Tremendous strategy. Taking out the other members so they don't break up the pin. And here he is. Can he finally finish off Scott Hall? There's that big power bomb. Big power bomb right into a cover. 1, 2. Michaels makes it in. Did he get him? Oh, Michaels broke it up just in time. I can't believe it. And he throws out Michaels again. Bullet Club stays in control of this. Scott Hall, man, just getting thrown around. There is no energy whatsoever left in Scott Hall. Scott Hall is done, man. And look at this. Oh, my God. He almost hit the damn ceiling on that one. Frequent flyer miles for Scott Hall. And the bad guy might be done. Here's Finn Balor. Nash wants the tag, man. He needs to make that big tag. Finn Balor makes another huge mistake there. They've allowed Scott Hall now to make the tag on several occasions when they've almost had him done. I got to give it to both teams, though, man. I mean, they've made some mistakes. Michaels made a mistake in the corner. Finn Balor's made some mistakes allowing the hot tag there. But both teams showing a lot of fortitude, man, staying in this thing. Finn Balor's taking a beating. Look at Carl Anderson just hanging from the ropes. He's been hurt. Look at that, and Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash is throwing around here, just slapping him around in the face, and Carl Anderson. Oh, I'm sorry, Doc Gallows might be out. He looked like he was out, and he gave him a big time boot. He's not moving, man. Kevin Nash goes for the cover. 1, 2. Are we going to see our first elimination? Yes. Yes, the Kliq is up now 3-2, and Kevin Nash, oh, a little posing here. Carl Anderson wraps him up. 1, 2. Oh my God! What have we just seen? What have we just seen? The two big men in a matter of maybe 30 seconds or less have gone eliminated. Nash, a big boot to Doc Gallows, taking him out, and then a little too much posing, man. You talk about the mistakes that the Bullet Club has made. That was a huge mistake by Kevin Nash. Huge. Instead of keeping his eye on the ball, he started posing, and he got caught by Carl Anderson with a small package. And wow, what a turn of events, man. I seriously thought Scott Hall and Carl Anderson were going to be the first eliminated, the beating that they've gotten. But the two big men, unbelievable. I'm speechless. What a turn of events. And now we're down to 2-on-2. Michaels, Hall, Carl Anderson, and Finn Balor, and Michaels here. We can see the end here. Carl Anderson, 1, 2. Oh, another kick out. Another kick out by Carl Anderson. Shawn Michaels, man, frustrated here. He can't get Carl Anderson eliminated. He's hit him with Sweet Chin Music. He's gone to the top. Oh, he blocks that double axe handle. Carl Anderson still firing here on offense. Oh, tilt the world into a backbreaker. Unbelievable. Oh, Sweet Chin Music again out of nowhere. That has to be it. Michael just falls on top of him too. Good night, Carl Anderson. And Finn Balor is the last man standing here for the Bullet Club, the last chance. But he's got 2-on-1 advantage. No, sorry, he's down 2-1 here. Finn Balor. And Shawn Michaels here go wise. No, I thought I was going to put him back into the corner. I was going to say very wise on Michael, but Michaels making the tag. That's what they got to do. Tag in and out. Tagging it out at Scott Hall. How is he still firing? Both men miss. How is Scott Hall still firing on offense, man? Maybe that's what he's missing. Missing those blows. He can't see now. All that blood continues to pour. He's gotten a beating in this match, and he's still in there. The man I thought was going to be the number one. That was the story of this match, man. Scott Hall, Carl Anderson getting a beating, especially Scott Hall here. And we've seen Sweet Chin Music doing Carl Anderson. Can Finn Balor take out the other Wounded Warrior, the Kliq, as Shawn Michaels took out the Wounded Warrior of the Bullet Club. Nicely done, he throws him in. Is he going to make a towel? He's looking to make a tag out to Michaels, and Balor's not going to let him. Balor cannot let Michaels back in there, man. Michaels, oh, look at that. Big time right hand. This time Finn Balor blocks. Balor needs to isolate Scott Hall. Oh, beautiful clothesline there by Hall. Back and forth, Finn Balor and Scott Hall trading blows. And another one by Finn Balor. This is physical. This is Smash Mouth Wrestling. Finn Balor here working on the head, the wounded, lacerated head of Scott Hall. Trying to take him out. Hall's not moving now. Scott Hall's not moving. He's got to isolate him. Oh, look at that. A code breaker right to the face. And he's going to the top. Is he going to hit him with it? Is he going to hit him with it? He's not wasting time. He's not going to set him up. He knows he's done, man. He knows Scott Hall is ready right for the pickings, and he hits him with it. Coup de grace. Coup de grace. 2. He got him. He got him. We're down to Michaels and Balor. Wow. What a story here developing. And look at Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels does not give a crap, man. He'll pose whenever the hell he wants. This guy's cockiness, man, might cost him. Might not be today, but one day it'll cost him. Suplex, and he knows he's got Finn Balor here beat. He's got Finn Balor beat. Finn Balor's taking a beating in this match early on. Michaels, look at that. Shawn Michaels with a moonsault tells him to suck it. He's going up again. Shawn Michaels is going to put Finn Balor away here. A second moonsault, but he misses. He misses. Finn Balor, the wherewithal to move out of the way. Oh my God, can Finn Balor pull it out? After being outnumbered here, Finn Balor did what he had to do. He isolated Scott Hall, who was the wounded man, took him out. And now it's one-on-one. And Michaels is slow, man, to get up. DDT. DDT, that might be it all. He's going for it. Is he going for the coup de grace again? And Balor, no, a splash this time. He got him. This could be a 1, 2. Oh, almost a 3 count. 2 3/4. A split a millisecond away. Finn Balor knows he's got him though. Finn Balor doing this for the Bullet Club. Doing this for himself. Doing this for the fans here in Japan who love the Bullet Club. And most importantly, he might be doing it for his shot at the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Can he finish off Shawn? Coup de grace right into the heart of the Heartbreak Kid. And Finn Balor and the Bullet Club have done it. Holy shit, what a match. There's the replay again. Finn Balor setting him up. I didn't think he could get up, man. Finn Balor fatigued, but he found that last bit of energy to climb to the top and hit a devastating coup de grace right into the heart of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and he has broken the heart of the Kliq. What a show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us at WCW's Japan Super Show. The Bullet Club and the Best Damn Universe mode are just 2. Sweet!